Hello, everyone. Today is Monday, August 28th, 2023 at 2:59 p.m., almost 3 o'clock. So, um, well, today today hasn't been that bad so far, but I noticed that kept forgetting to mention the past couple of days that on me and my twin sister's birthday, between then and Saturday, three people got hateful and unsubscribed from my channel. So it's like I got down to 1304 and then back up to 1307 and then back down to 1304. I mean, and I don't even know if it was that perps or playing games, but I mean, as soon as I posted the quick little video, excuse me, about the a couple of birthday cards, that I screenshot, I don't know why that made perps or made people mad, but it seemed like the perps were really mad at me Friday. The online perps, So, oh. So I guess ever since maybe Thursday or Friday, I went back to eating 3 meals a day instead of 2, But I was eating a couple of meals a day and most times no snacks or desserts. But I don't feel like I lost much of any weight, or I don't feel that skinny, Excuse me. So, like yesterday for breakfast, I ate the just granola cereal with the pecans, not the chocolate ones that I have, but the granola cereal with pecans, excuse me, and milk. And then I had what I had the day before for lunch, I had 3 of those unique eggs, the colorful unique eggs, and I baked them in the toaster oven, and I made a sandwich with that, and I put some seasoning on it, and I also baked I reheated excuse me, I reheated the salmon burger patty, and I put them, I had that on some bread like I did the day before. So I got 2 more salmon patties, but I'm not going to eat them like within the next week or so, So then I had 3 cupcakes yesterday, and like right after lunch, I think it was 3 cupcakes, and then I had excuse me, I don't remember. I think I did for dinner. Well, for dinner, I didn't have any meat. No, that's not true. No, for dinner, I did. I think it was the night before. For dinner, I didn't have any meat. I just had the mixed vegetables and peanut butter crackers. But last night, I don't remember. I think I did have peanut butter crackers and 2 of the pieces of the chicken sausage. and the mixed vegetables. I didn't have any fruit yesterday at all. Well, I mean, I'm not counting the little bit of apple in the sausage. Excuse me, apple Gouda chicken sausage. So then for breakfast today, I had this morning, I think it was let's see, I think, what time I went to bed last night? I think I went to bed right at 9 o'clock last night. And then I woke up at 5:30 this morning, and for a while I couldn't go back to sleep, but eventually I was able to get some more sleep, and then finally woke up at, I think, 9 o'clock this morning, between 8:30 and 9 o'clock this morning or something. Somewhere between 8 and 9 this morning, I don't remember. And so I had just a half a bowl of the granola cereal, because that's a big, huge bowl. So that's why I had like a half a bowl of the granola cereal with the pecans, not the chocolate ones. But yesterday I had 3 chocolate cupcakes. And then, but today when I had the granola cereal and milk and granola cereal and milk and a nectarine and some more of those grapes, the nectarines and grapes from the food bank. And then, shortly after, I just got rid of the last 2 of the cupcakes, and I'm surprised they were still moist. And it was a chocolate and the regular one. Well, I don't know whether to say vanilla or chocolate. I don't know if it's actually vanilla, but it's not a yellow cake either, but it wasn't actually white cake either. But, chocolate and vanilla or whatever cupcakes. So, and I had half the icing. I took half the icing off on both of them. They're squeezing my organs while I'm just sitting down. So, now I just stood up trying to stretch out. I got to try to lean back and try to stretch myself out. Well, I guess they torture me with directed energy weapons as a way to call themselves trying to punish me. So, so I had I ate the cupcakes just to get rid of them, and then I had 5 teaspoons, or more or less 5 not tablespoons, but teaspoons of ice cream. I cheated. Couldn't resist. But I had ice cream Friday. I didn't have it Thursday, and I didn't have it yesterday or Saturday, but I had it Friday for me and my twin sister's birthday, and I had it a little bit of it today. And so last night I took out some big lima beans, and I this morning I put them in a crock pot, and I think I accidentally put way too much water. So I saved the extra, I poured some of the extra water after cooking the beans, and I put, I put it inside the rice, and now I'm making the rice in the crock pot. So I still got some, the first half of the sausage, the chicken sausage, I ate the first pack already, but the second one, I'm gonna save that for later. So today for lunch I had two peanut butter sandwiches, like the honey peanut butter, two peanut butter sandwiches, and some water to drink. And I had my amazing grass and what's the other one? And my bentonite clay today. But maybe tomorrow I might not take the bentonite clay. But today, the leftover mixed vegetables, I might have to put them in a freezer. So I'm gonna have for dinner some lima beans and rice and some pork carnita meat, the meat from the pork carnitas in Spanish, the meat from the pork carnitas with the bulk Jamaican jerk seasoning. I'm gonna put that on there. And I had put since the since the excuse me, since the oh, I can't even think properly. I lost my train of thought. So I forgot what I was going to say, but I was trying to say that since the lima beans said that it's 13 servings per package, well, I put 2 cloves of garlic per serving, and then 2 cloves of raw garlic while I put it in there to cook. And I was afraid that I was freaking out. Oh, did I, is it too much garlic? I was freaking out, wondering if that was too much garlic or whatever. But I discovered when I made the salmon, the cooked scallops almost 2 weeks ago. When I made the scallops, I discovered, and I think I had French beans and scallops and sweet potato or something. And so I discovered that I really like roasted or cooked garlic. I didn't think that I would like garlic. Back then I used to hate onions for years. And I still don't even like onion rings. I like potatoes, but I don't like hash browns. I really don't like hash browns, But I used to not like French fries and tater tots, but as I got older, I'll eat French fries and tater tots, or I like French fries and tater tots. But, now I guess certain meals, I guess I appreciate, raw or cooked onions, but sometimes I may not even be in a mood to have onions on my burger if I have a burger or something. But if I'm hungry enough, I might feel like, yeah, you can put the onions on there or whatever. But, I still be feeling like, nah, no tomato, no pickle, no onion on my burger. So I'm pretty sure that I ate more than 3 pieces of garlic, cooked. It was already cooked, but I heard that when you cook the garlic or onions, they lose the Allison powers or the healing powers. But one website was saying you could eat no more than 3 or 4 cloves of garlic a day. But I saw people make garlic, they spread olive oil and garlic on bread, and then and they put like 8 cloves or 10 cloves of garlic, cooked garlic, and spread it on there. And I'm like, well, maybe I'm worrying for nothing, So I was afraid of overdoing it. So I kept researching and researching for a few hours, hoping that I didn't already put too much garlic, in my beans. So, I mean, but I've seen people like cook some meat or roast some vegetables, and they'll put seasoning on it and put like minced, like they would press the garlic or mince the garlic themselves, and then add like salt, pepper, paprika, smoked paprika, or oregano, parsley, or whatever, thyme, rosemary, or squeeze lemon juice or something like that, and then they'll put like minced garlic, and then they will put granulated garlic and granulated onion, or garlic powder or onion powder. And I've seen people eat like loads and loads of onions, a whole lot of onions, and cooked onions or whatever, or even eating a lot of raw onion and still be fine. But I heard that garlic is good, but not too much, So especially with raw garlic, they say it's really healing and help boost your immune system, but too much is not good. And they say the same thing with honey, with raw, unfiltered honey, that it's not good. That even Jesus Christ in the Bible said too much honey is not good. So I mean, I still got a lot more ice cream left, but it's very hard to try to avoid the temptation to eat it every day. And it's like that tastes one of the best, that flavor that I got of the ice cream. It was so good. I look forward to getting some again. But so I don't have to feel too bad about having, well, today, if nothing bad is gonna happen to me if I have like 4 cloves of garlic, in my food, I guess, or so. But I'm sitting here freaking out, like hoping I would stay on the safe side. But I heard some people say that they were sick, and even having cooked garlic helped them feel better or overcome a cold literally overnight and stuff like that. So, but I haven't had that happen like with cooked garlic, but raw garlic. But I took one clove of garlic, and I bit down on it, and then let it activate the allicin compounds for at least 10 minutes. And I tried to rub it on the warts on my hands. And I didn't realize, I think the foster mom used to freeze those seasonings, like the Creole seasonings with garlic, onion, bell pepper, and whatever else. And so I was like, wait a minute, can't you freeze garlic? So they said, garlic, you can really freeze garlic and stretch it out for a longer period of time. Certain fruits and vegetables you can freeze, but some of them you can't, So, so the online gang stalkers, they condemn me for talking about food. Well, why you still watching my videos? But, as I said, it's not just about food. I'm just doing a daily documentation, an open diary, open journal of personal self-care, as a poor struggling, suffering, targeted individual. You know, daily documentation of how I'm taking care of myself and living and surviving. Because at first I thought that when I got up in here, I thought that once I got up in here, I thought that everything would be easier, and I thought that I wouldn't need any help with anything really. And I thought that I would just be on the ball and just start, being a full-time writer and making my own money. And, but there came all the attacks and sabotage. And, as I said, this was the most depressing summer that I suffered. Suffering depression all summer long because of because of the Social Security situation. And so, the gang stalkers want me to be in trouble with this or trouble with that or get caught or punished with this and that so bad, when I'm not even out here trying to commit crimes. But if they were held accountable for what they do, it wouldn't be funny. It wouldn't be funny once they end up getting punished. But, they sold their soul to the devil so that they can be above the law. But they're going to pay in hell. They're going to pay in hell, So, well, today, it seemed like me just documenting today, was it yesterday or today? No, I think yesterday evening, I took out the trash. I took out the trash yesterday evening. And today, I don't remember whether or not I stepped outside yet or took out the trash. I don't remember. But I know I washed dishes today. I washed dishes. And I'm gonna after cooking dinner and stuff, I'm gonna take out the trash after washing the dishes. I'm gonna take out the trash, But they got some people who put garlic on. They might put granulated garlic or garlic powder and onion powder on their meat, and maybe in their macaroni and cheese or something. And sometimes people, they be putting a lot of it. So I'm sitting here maybe I'm worried for nothing, but maybe 4 cooked cloves may not be too bad. I thought it was pronounced confit, but I learned something new today about garlic. I guess they call it garlic confit. It might be French because I heard a duck confit. I thought it was confit, but confit. I heard a duck confit or whatever. But first time I heard a, garlic confit, when you take multiple cloves of garlic and then put a whole bunch of olive oil in there and let the olive oil cover enough olive oil to cover the garlic. And then you can put whatever herbs you want, like rosemary, thyme, or whatever fresh herbs. And then roast it in the oven, they say for 250 degrees for 2 hours. And then you can use it to dip Italian bread or something like that, and then you can spread the garlic on your bread. So there have been moments where I've had, on rare occasions, if I had olive oil and dip it in bread, and I'm pretty sure it was well over 2 tablespoons recommended per day, because when I was living in Greenville, South Carolina, and I used to go to the Swamp Rabbit Cafe and Grocery, That was one of my favorite places to go there and live when I was living there. Even though I hated the place and the reason why I was living there because of Lisa Ruby, but my ultimate favorite place was the Swamp Rabbit Cafe and Grocery. And so they used to have like olive oil and the olive oil, and you can dip the bread in the olive oil. I think they were free samples, But even at fake bodacious, they used to have like olive oil, like flavored olive oil. I forgot what they used to call it. Bodacious in downtown Pensacola, where I'm wrongfully banned for the rest of my life. So, yeah, they had their infused olive oils, like peach infused olive oil, and people used to put a little bit of it and then put it in some water and drink it, or they would dip the oil in some bread, But like with coconut oil, like I put like in the beans, I put some of the Slap Your Mama Cajun seasoning. I put like at least 2 heaping tablespoons of it, and I was worried, like, did I put too much? And then, because I guess I'm gonna end up stretching. I'm gonna end up stretching the I'm gonna end up stretching the I'm gonna end up stretching the llama beans. I plan to stretch the llama beans and rice and all that. I plan to stretch it out for like a week, even if I eat some 4 or 5 days in a row, and then put some in the freezer and take a break from it, and then later on, another time eat some more. I can do it like that. So but like if I'm homeless on the streets, I can't stretch the food, for a whole week. So I put I think it was, I don't remember if it was 4, or I think it was 6 tablespoons of the coconut oil. Excuse me. I put 6 tablespoons of the coconut oil in the beans, because usually when I cook the beans or the rice with the coconut oil, it makes things cook in half the time, or twice as fast. So I discovered that when I was living in Los Angeles and using coconut oil. Instead of 30 minutes to cook rice on the stove, it would take me 15 minutes for the rice to be done. So, as I say, I'm just doing like a daily documentation of self-care, whether I take care of myself poorly or take good care of myself. I'm just documenting, like, me documenting like my sleep habits, my eating habits, and for the day, sleep habits or diary of sleep or eating, or the using the bathroom is too personal unless it's targeting related. Then I will say something, the direct energy weapons, then I will say something. But normal, going to the bathroom, nah, I don't try to publicize, how many, or I don't even document or try to keep track of, I went to the bathroom this many times today or whatever. But if they cause me forced urination or forced diarrhea, then I'll document that, But just normal pissing and shitting, I'm not going to try to document that, But sometimes I don't even, I guess I would document, I just got out of the shower, but, I document whether or not, if I can say, well, I took a shower, but I'm glad that they didn't squeeze my organs for the day, for example, But if they were squeezing my organs with me just sitting down right now, then I couldn't trust to go take a shower anytime today, because if they're squeezing my organs with me just sitting down right now, then they're going to definitely do it in the shower. I'm just sitting down, But they're not squeezing it at this minute, but they were squeezing it at the beginning of the video. And as I said, they have skinny people who target it and go through this. So they vibrated my body like at 9 o'clock last night. The moment I closed my eyes, they vibrated my body so bad. But I'm surprised I was able to get sleep pretty good or sleep okay. But I don't remember what dreams I had or what nightmares I had, So it seems like my anxiety and mild panic attacks and fears, is starting to come back. I'm feeling a little better, but the fears are starting to come back, But or I might document that I didn't work on any writing for the day. But I don't do that every day. I don't document every day whether or not I worked on the writing. Excuse me. But I noticed, as I said, if I take at least 2 tablespoons of the coconut oil, or if I eat the coconut oil in my food, then it reduces the swelling and inflammation on my abscessed tooth, or my teeth all on the left side or whatever. It reduced the inflammation and pain. And also I noticed a reduction in the mucus in my throat and chest and stuff too. But, certain foods that I might eat for the day, I'd be afraid to take the coconut oil every day, because I'm sitting here freaking out, wondering would I be taking too much saturated fat for the day? Or like this earlier today, I was afraid that, did I have too much fat already, or have too much sugar, due to the cake and ice cream. But, I took the bentonite clay and the amazing grass. And after I ate the peanut butter sandwiches for lunch, my stomach started to cramp up just a little bit. But then after I drank some water, I started to feel back to normal and feel better, But yeah, as I said, the perps are mad at me that I got this place. And it seems like the gang stalking network is extremely mad at me for living to be 40 years old. You don't have God's authority to take my life away. If you take my life away, that's murder. But when you stand up to gang stalkers, they be falsely accusing you of being so hateful. When you stand up to the perps, they be self-righteous with calling you hateful and tell you that you should stop calling people names. Well, you can call me hateful, but if I call you evil, you're calling people names. Or if I say y'all going to hell, they over-exaggerate and lie on me and saying that I'm making death threats at them. So I never threatened to kill a perp. After knowing about gang stalking, I never threatened to kill a perp. But I got video footage of perps threatening to kill me. Perps in person. Excuse me. In July, when that guy, it was July 21st at the gas station, when that guy threatened to drop me. Yeah, I think that was a death threat. But in New Orleans, if you back in the 80s and 90s, if somebody said that, Michael got dropped, that means that if he got knocked to the ground or knocked out or something. But when this guy threatened to drop me, I think he meant to kill me. I think that was a death threat. So, but, I really was able to relate to that video of that young guy saying that people who don't like you, but they're always watching everything you do. But the people in the comment section of his video were saying, that those are monitoring spirits. But the monitoring spirits talk, I don't believe, the fake, it's part of the fake deliverance ministry, the fake Pentecostal deliverance ministry kind of talk. So, I don't go along with that. But the gang stalkers, they brag about stalking and watching my every move. And they don't miss a step. They don't miss a beat. They don't miss a second. If it ain't one watching everything I do, it's another one or multiples watching everything I do. And the gang stalking network, they have, photographic memory. But they may have photographic memory, but then they will intentionally lie, manipulate, and twist your words to make you look a certain kind of stupid or a certain kind of crazy or just make you look bad, But they will say certain things and you repeat back to what they said, and then they will gaslight and lie and say that they never said that. But it's like the gang stalking network want me to look like a criminal so bad. They want me to look like a criminal so bad when it's them who are committing cyber crimes. So it's strange for bullies to be self-righteous, but then I have an understanding that they're self-righteous as a way to cover up, take the focus off of themselves and cover up their own wrongdoing and shift the focus on, the person that they're targeting. But I guess this happens to a lot of people. But if I'm mad at somebody, if I got into an argument with somebody, sometimes, I might keep looking at their profile just to see if they said something bad about me after we got into an argument. And it might be for like a couple of weeks, or maybe a few days. But I guess it depends. But, eventually I back off and go my way. But then after that, for years on end, I'm not going to sit here and, stalk and follow you everywhere on social media and follow and stalk everything you do and trying to destroy you. Like, if I speak against somebody, people don't listen to me anyway, and I be telling the truth. I don't be lying, But we all have had our moments where, if you look at somebody's profile, just to see if they said anything bad about you, after you got into an argument with that person, But, I don't keep it going for years on end or follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and be trying to sabotage them and all that, or for me to try to meddle in with stuff that's not my business and stuff like that, But for a brief moment that I'm mad at somebody, and then they be doing the same thing to me. And that's why I guess you be seeing like me going back and forth and feuding with people, online, and they be lying their asses off, They're the ones who are abusive, narcissistic perps or fake TI perps that lie, manipulate, and twist everything just to make you look extra crazy, and then actually call you crazy. I'm like, well, you call me schizophrenic? You can't be too much of a targeted individual. Yeah, that's some perp shit right there. So, but I don't go on my other two accounts and go make harassing comments under their videos and stuff. Like, even fake TI perps that I have feuded with have done that to me. If they come on an alternative account, like the regular perps do, like a fake throwaway account or a backup account, and come and bully, harass, and threaten me, or make dozens of harassing comments, or harassing perp comments, thinking that they will try to punish me and teach me a lesson, or they will keep just making slander videos. And then y'all got me muted and canceled, and I'm not allowed to speak. I'm not allowed to say anything on my own channel with my own videos. So it's like, I guess YouTube is the only place that the perps can do that they think that they can control what I post while I have their accounts blocked. But, as I said, I wish that if you block somebody's account on YouTube, then they can't see you like on TikTok or Twitter or something like that. Excuse me, but they can still, they just can't comment, excuse me, on that account. They can't comment. And that's the only thing they can't do, is comment after you block them. Ooh, I got the hiccups. The only thing is they can't comment after you block them, but then they can do everything else. Like share your videos. They can watch. They can watch your videos, and they share your videos, and then try to discredit and speak against you. And and then with their fakery, it's like they get popular, fake, and famous after arguing with me, while I end up losing. They end up gaining more subscribers, and I end up losing subscribers. Like a fake TI perp that I feuded with, like shortly after I got here, I lost 26 subscribers behind defending myself against him lying on me. And it seemed like he just robbed and stole all my damn subscribers. They all flocked to him. But that's the type of internet society we live in, that, people become popular, fake, and famous from lying on somebody. And then they want to cancel and mute, they want to cancel and mute and shut up the one that's telling the truth. They want to try to silence the one that's telling the truth, and they brag about their sock puppet accounts. Like, if the online gang stalkers brag about how they can't stand the things you do or say, but they've been stalking you and watching you for years. And as I said, they don't miss a beat. And, they got their notifications on just to thumbs down your video as soon as they notice that it's uploaded. At this moment, I'm not keeping up with anybody else other than myself. I can barely keep up with myself. I don't have much, spare time with trying to keep up with the every move, of somebody who I really don't like. I just go on my way, so, Even if I feuded with a fake TI perp a couple of years ago, or a few months ago, I just try to stay away from them. I don't be trying to stalk all their videos and thumbs down all their videos. But every now and then, if I come across their fake phony ass comments about, like, if you just perp me and then you turn around and say, I hate gang stalkers. Well, do you hate yourself? Because you damn sure gang stalked me. So I would, but I don't be going around trying to thumbs down every doggone thing, or be trying to be all up on your ass, stalking your every move, But the online gang stalkers, they would try to take this the wrong way on purpose, and then, feel like, well, Candy admitted that she stalks everybody, and that's not what I'm saying at all, But people have done it to me too. Like, if I got into an argument and then they would go and look and see what I said about them, But after a while, the feuding would die down, But some of the fake TI perps will harass you even for some time on end, like for months on end. But somebody's a gang stalker when they've been stalking, following, and harassing you and trying to sabotage you for the past 3 or 4 years. I just freaking block your ass. Like, if you one of the fake TI perks or whatever, I just block you. And then, like, if you unfollowed or blocked me for no reason, well, I just block you right back. And then, I will feel hurt and I will mention about it in one of my videos or whatever, but, and then I go on about my life. But if I had an argument with you or a feud with you, well, of course, it's gonna bother me for a little while. It could sometimes, like, certain things that some fake TI perps have said to me or about me 3 years ago. I still feel bothered or feel like I don't have closure from that. Or still feel hurt. But I don't go and stalk all their videos or whatever. But I feel like I'm just not gonna waste my time watching your videos trying to support you anymore. So, and I'm just sick and tired of everybody in the TI community perping each other, or everybody accusing everybody of being a perp, or everybody doing perp shit. Excuse me. I have a little bit of the trapped hard mucus in my throat. So, I don't really have much of a life, and this town right here. I heard that it's only 3 miles long or 3 miles big. Excuse me. So, there is much of nothing. And I heard that somewhere they have like a splash pad for kids and maybe a little barbecue area. And they have a gym. But they don't have like a whole damn pool, like, or nothing like that, Or they don't have a lake. This is the type of place that I would have thought they would have at least had a lake you could swim in. A natural lake or something to swim in, but nothing. So, like the one Saturday I try to go walk on a walking trail, and I try to explore the town. And it was so hot that I couldn't even it was so hot that I thought I had to go back. I'm surprised I made it back home because I thought I was gonna fall out. Hold on right quick. I gotta use the bathroom. I'm back. So yeah, I just had to go pee. Excuse me. So, somebody got like thumbs up for making remarks about me coughing and farting in the video. I'm sorry, laughing and farting. And it's like, well, I didn't try to laugh and fart on purpose. It was the video from, I think it was from yesterday. And so the perps gave that person a thumbs up so that they could take notes and weaponize that against me. Even the fake TI perps try to make mockery, talking about me farting in my videos or whatever. I don't do it on purpose, but I'm not going to try to go back and and a narcissistic control freak fake TI perp that's younger than me try to make remarks that I should go back and redo the video all over again and I'm just nasty. No, you just want to overly criticize somebody, But it's like sometimes they might hit you with directed energy weapons and make you cough, laugh, fart, cry, or whatever. They control you like a puppet on a string, So, they might even, hit the target with directed energy weapons and make you fart during the video as a way to try to give false proof that you're just nasty and embarrassing. So somebody's a fake targeted individual when you get hit with directed energy weapons, where you're forced, like where they cause you to have forced diarrhea or forced urination, and then they do like the perps do, and then make it like you're just nasty by choice, or that you choose to have filthy habits. And that's not the case at all, So, people try to warn other people about toxic and abusive people, So, I never fart on purpose. Never on purpose. And during my videos, but if I might have like bloating or stomach pains or something like that, or but I can't even live out my life the way I really would like to. It's like, if it weren't for the gang stalking plus the excessive heat this summer, I don't know how much weight I probably would have lost if I would have been able to go on 3-hour walks, or me, just like back in 2017 and 18, I was in Greenville, South Carolina, when I started taking 10-minute walks, and it took a while for me to get there. I started taking 10-minute walks, and then 20-minute walks, then 30-minute walks, then 45-minute walks, then hour-long walks, then 2-hour-long walks, and then 3-hour-long walks. And I was nice and slim and looking real good. Well, I wasn't slim, but I was looking real good. And my eating was much healthier. It was much better. Got down from 320 pounds, 320 pounds, which was the biggest I ever gotten in my life, all the way down to all the way down to 192, which was the skinniest that I have been after being 18 years old. When I first turned 18, I was about 170 pounds. I was about 170 pounds when I turned 18. And then the trazodone and Seroquel and certain medications, psychiatric medication, blew me up and made me big. You know. So, but as I said, even if not exercising, those detox baths, which I can't take because I don't have a bathtub, you know, the detox baths, you know, like I was losing a lot of weight, taking 2 or 3 detox baths per week, you know. So, but yeah, I'm just basically, you know, talking about like my daily self-care. And even when I was homeless on the streets, like documenting my struggles for survival. Because I'm struggling, even not financially, you know, financially too. But even if it weren't for financially, you know, I'm sitting here fighting for my life and struggling to survive every day here being targeted. And people underestimate the power of directed energy weapons. So, like, I don't even know if they fixed the front door. But, like, I got laundry I need to do. And I'm scared to, scared to leave out of here because of the door. And I told the front office, and one of the ladies, you know, excuse me, it's more than one of them that treat me like I'm annoying or treat me like I get on their nerves and like I'm not allowed to ask any questions. So like they act like as if I'm aggravating or annoying for asking questions. You know, like they just ready to rush me out or, rush me out of the office. You know, but I kind of question whether or not I feel like not all of them, but some of them at the front office are abusive, narcissistic, mean perps. You know, excuse me. So one lady I had one of the ladies I had confusion with about, when I first got here, not the first day, but like after a month or so. And she kept saying I owe money or that I owe more money. But I didn't realize, we cleared the confusion up like she finally explained to me, because at first I thought she was just trying to overcharge and play games. But then later on she explained to me, and then, we straightened the problem out. And so this month, for August, I paid with no confusion, no argument, none of that. Everything, I realized my mistake, because I thought she was trying to overcharge or cheat me, but then she later on broke it down and explained to me. And so then I realized my mistake. And so August I paid, the full amount with no problem. And then, for September, it looks like I'll be here next week. So September, probably, you know, maybe another $540 a month for the month, you know. But I don't know if or when my name will come back up on the list for Pensacola, that housing, and the lady told me to continue to try to seek as much, seek all the help that I can get, so 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 yeah, like Thursday, the ladies at the front office, they acted like they didn't even care about me telling them about the good news about, me turning 40 years old. I'm trying to say something positive, but y'all the ones who be ignoring me or giving me dirty looks. So, when I asked her about, I told her about the front door not locking. And the way she told me, like her tone of voice and the way she said it, when she said that they'll get a maintenance man and she don't know when, but her way of saying it, like as if you're annoying and don't ask again. She didn't tell me that I'm annoying, and she didn't tell me do not ask again. But, that was the impression, like her tone of voice and the way of saying things, like as if, she had this kind of attitude, like as if she really was trying to say, all right, you told me don't keep asking, or don't come back and keep asking me, when they will fix the door. But my safety is like dealing with the gang stalking in certain places, dealing with the gang stalking places that I've lived, where your safety or whatever is important. If the landlord is a gang stalker, they don't put that as priority. And then you get blamed, if an opportunistic criminal would try to do something to you, But like me being here, I keep the door locked at night from the other door. I keep it. I mean the other lock, the top lock with the chain. I keep it locked. At night. But I'd be afraid to leave out. So I don't even know when they fix the door, like right when I tell them that the door is not working. So this time when I told her, she said she don't know when they're gonna come, and treated me like as if I was annoying to her. And then when I asked her about, I said, well, later on I might need some quarters for laundry. And she's like, well, if you're going out in Victoria or going to the store, because I had to tell her I was going to the store, I had to tell her that I was going to the store in order, because I had already scheduled for the groceries and I couldn't postpone or cancel, or else that the transportation would strike that against me if I let them know last minute notice. So, luckily and thankfully, nobody came and did anything to my house, anything bad to my house, but the door still won't lock. Any other time they would change the batteries right away when I tell them, even if it's late at night. If the key card isn't working and I'm locked out and can't get in, So, and they kept on saying for months that they're going to switch things around and give people that old-fashioned manual key, but they still never, it's like every month I got to go and, like once or twice a month, the batteries on the door stop working, and I have to notify the front office that the key isn't working and that they have to change the batteries on the front door. So, like, usually they give quarters, and of course you pay them $10 and they'll give you a roll of quarters for laundry. But this lady acted like I was a burden, and said, well, why you can't go and get quarters from the store and like from the grocery store in Victoria. I'm like, because they don't even give me like when I first went to HEB, I think it was June. It wasn't May, but I think it was it? No, I think it was June. The beginning of June. And I went to HEB, and they gave me quarters. When I gave them like $20 and they gave me 2 rolls of quarters. But I've been to HEB 3 times already. And the second time I went to HEB, they wouldn't give me quarters. And the bank that they have up in there almost didn't give me quarters. Or yeah, I forgot whether they didn't give me quarters or they almost didn't give me quarters. So, and then this third time, like, the cashier didn't give me the option to get cash back. So when I got my groceries and then I paid for some other stuff on cash, the debit card, and I wasn't given the option to get cash back for some reason. But I was trying to get at least $10 cash back for some laundry. So that I can exchange it for quarters for laundry. But they at the front office they have, a quarter machines, and the quarter machines, Thursday they looked like they were working. Excuse me. So for the fact that I didn't want them to think I was annoying by coming back twice, so I let her know in advance. But then I didn't get the $10. Didn't get to get the $10 for the laundry. So Dollar General and Family Dollar Tree, they charge a fee to get cash back when you pay on a debit card. And neither one of those stores, and also the post office doesn't give you any cash back. The post office does not give cash back or quarters. They won't allow you to exchange cash or nothing. And the 7-Eleven does not give cash back. So it's frustrating, the idea that, I don't even know if they just singling me out and playing games, or if this is part of the targeting and they won't let me get a way to wash clothes, or because they have that machine, where you can connect to the Bluetooth, but that's only to wash clothes, not to dry clothes. So I would need quarters, excuse me, to at least dry the clothes. But I think last time I checked, I don't remember if it was $11 or $7 that I have credit on that Bluetooth thing where you use your phone and the Bluetooth to operate, washing your clothes. So, but I got some, extra laundry detergent for free, But yeah, like today I heard that from the hurricane, I heard that we're supposed to get a little bit of rain today. But I heard we're supposed to get rain today. But I don't know. It's 4:13 p.m. right now. Damn. I heard Ohio police fatally shot a 20-year-old pregnant female. And then I'm getting Florida fire rescue helicopter crashes into a something. Whoa. So yesterday the temperature got up to 106 degrees. 106 degrees. Yesterday. And today it got up to 103. and then it's supposed to kind of cool down some later on this coming week. It's supposed to cool down some, you know, but I'm back to square one with, like, I mean, I didn't expect, donations from, you know, like from April or May all the way through July. A few people gave me donations here and there without me even having to ask, and thanks so much for that. But then August, before me and my twin sister's birthday, I didn't get much of nothing. I started to feel afraid that, well, I did just about go broke, but then I tried to ask for help for the funds, because I thought that I was going to have everything in place to go back to Pensacola and get that other place to live. And but it's still not a guarantee, but I'm still going to try to fight to try to get that cheaper place to live, But if not by October, I feel really bad to have to tell them that, I wouldn't know how to get my stuff out the storage unit. And for me to tell them, like, I can't afford to pay on it no more. If I got to stay here, and like after October, if I got to stay here, then I don't think I'll be able to afford to, continue to pay on a storage unit. And then I would hate to have to be put in debt and all my important stuff to have who knows what done to it, But they wrongfully flagged my community post on Craigslist, for me to try to ask for any church, if anybody knows of what churches or organizations can not financially but physically help me. And so I think it was sex traffickers that were bitter because they couldn't get none. Bitter because they couldn't get none. And so for revenge, they falsely reported, my post. And so for safety reasons, I either try to ask for help, like for an organization or women to help me with such and such. But then they will falsely accuse me of being sexist or whatever. But like, no, I'm trying to be safe because, what you exploitative trafficking men, but then again, I heard to be careful with the women too, because the women can traffic you too. And then it's weird to see a 21-year-old traffic a 45-year-old. Like, you're young enough to be I'm not 45, I'm 40, but you're young enough to be my child, but you can traffic somebody that's older. Somebody that's old enough to be your parent. So it seems like the trafficking is like with any age. I thought that only young people be trafficked. But I heard that they would even sex traffic the elderly now. But I thought nobody would want the elderly, but it's not about sexual desire, but it's more like about power and control, and they feel like an old person can't defend themselves or fight back. So I am extremely low on toilet paper today, but I just, because of the leaks that I had, from the leaks from the air conditioner, I got a nice bit of extra paper towels left over, and I have some baby wipes. So But I wanted to see if I can get a way to get quarters and do laundry tomorrow. You know, and so I heard there's two hurricanes that's trying to come into the Gulf. You know, and they're telling Florida to brace themselves. You know, it doesn't look like it's gonna hit Pensacola, but it looked like it's gonna hit like central, like the northern part. I mean, the central part of northern Florida or something like that. Or you know, so. But yeah, Pensacola does not look like the rest of Florida. Like, or it does not look like Orlando, and it doesn't really look like Miami and all those, like Fort Lauderdale and all that. You know, Pensacola looks different. You know, but it's like all those places I'm wrongfully banned from, though, it make me feel bitter and upset. But if I got my place to live and wasn't homeless, then, you know, I wouldn't need to really go. Like, because, like, before being homeless, I would have never really gone to the YMCA. I mean, I had never really gone to the YMCA. But I went there in 2019, you know, for a job opportunity. You know, the job opportunity was open. So I applied there, and then later on I discovered, well, you can take showers, you can use the gym, the pool, and everything else, you know. But they wrongfully set me up, lied on me, and banned me from the YMCA. And then that's when I started to go to UWF campus to swim and shower. And my first day having a membership and going to UWF campus, that was when Alex Dupree started to start following, harass me everywhere. And then my first day working at Pensacola State College campus, later on that night, it was the other white guy, that younger white guy, who got me wrongfully banned from Bodacious, and I still don't know his name. So the younger white guy that was following me around everywhere, you know, but I heard that later on they banned him from there too. But I don't know if he's banned forever, but they should have banned him and left me alone. But Alex was trying to make a big scene on purpose and trying to have me wrongfully banned. And Alex or the other young white guy, you know, they would be stalking, following, and harassing me. Like, but the other guy would stalk me everywhere and always be everywhere where I go, but never tell me anything. And he would be like freezing and sabotaging my phone whenever I try to get evidence of him stalking and following me everywhere. But, you know, but that was the first time, you know, that, and then that guy was, after he got me wrongfully banned from Bodacious, then he was trying to get me, like, he was trying to make himself everywhere I go and just follow me, and everywhere I go, and then he comes, or he try to beat me to the place. And I'm like, this is disgusting. I'm a black female being gang stalked and followed by white men and homeless on the streets, and nobody give a damn. Even other professed targeted individuals, they don't care about your suffering. You know, but they handpick who to love and care about. And so much favoritism in the so-called TI community. You know. But it's like, well, me talking about or documenting my daily self-care, you know, anytime I had to leave out of here, it's like I got gang stalked in documentation, me being followed, or or they perform their tactics. So that's documentation, or part of the daily diary of what I did for the day and what I experienced. And I'm showing y'all real-time footage of them deliberately using these tactics on me. But sometimes, if a person could wear a red shirt and not be a perp, but then a lot of the times, if you wear a red shirt or drive a red car, and then you wait, but it can be any color. A lot of times they use red, but you can drive a brown car and then wait till you get near me and deliberately put your arm out the window. And it could be the driver or any of the passengers. Now, you're putting your arm out the window once you pass by me, that's a definite dead giveaway. But if somebody coughing or clearing their throat, sometimes it can mean you're a gang stalker, sometimes it won't. Sometimes the person may not be a gang stalker, but they might be sick or suffering a health issue. But I think in the gang stalking community, the gang stalkers set TIs, they might set a TI up to look like, to be made to where another TI would think you're a gang stalker when you're not, as another way to keep TIs from coming together. But like what I said about this, though, they left this to be the cheapest, the only one that was on sale. And my MP3 player, they left, after they left this to be the only color. Usually I get the all silver one. Now, I just discovered, I try to use the all silver brand new MP3 player. Excuse me. I got the other MP3 player after a few days after I got this one, and this was the only color available and the only one left. And I was trying to get the silver ones, and I needed them. And so I've been having this for over a year or so. Nobody mentioned, oh, you a perp or nothing like that, until that one incident last month. So, but, I never would have, after knowing about the gang stalking, I never would have wanted to or try to get the red color. And then, look, this color actually bleeds. The silver ones, they don't bleed, you can see this dropped on the floor, and I had sanitized it with the rubbing alcohol, so, but they had, with these, they would have silver, red, and blue, and I think black. And this was the only one that they had. And then, so then, they did this on purpose. So I wasn't sure if or when they would get any more in. And then after I bought this one, 5 days later or so, that's when they came in with some more silver ones. After I had already purchased MP3 players. So I took a gamble on buying another brand. And then they turned out to, not work that bad. They worked okay, but they're not as long, they don't last as long as this one. But now this is the only MP3 player I have left. And so the other silver one, I had 2 silver ones that I bought after this one. I think it was 1 or 2 after this one, later on. And then come to find out, Wednesday, when I went to the library this past Wednesday, I discovered that it was a brand new MP3 player that I had never used, never put any information on it. And it was it wouldn't even read. It was messed up and would not even read. And I'm well, almost $30 that I spent last year, and I just tried to use it for the first time this year. And it's been over a year since I had it, like a year and 5 months. And then I discovered that the MP3 player won't even work. And so I had to throw it in the trash. It would not work at all. It would not read, and it would not do anything. You know, so, but I got a couple of more MP3 players, maybe two or three more MP3 players in the storage unit in Pensacola, but it's a couple of them, but I don't have access, so this is the only one I have left here. While living here, this is the only one that I have left. And I don't know if or when, this will stop working. Because I need this as a medical device for my hypersensitive ears, for my hypersensitive ears. And I've been using it, the MP3 player since like 2012, 2013, living in Los Angeles. But before then, I was playing white noise, and I was carrying around a regular portable CD player, and the songs were skipping, stuff like that. So I ended up with MP3 players, started getting MP3 players, and they seem like they last longer than the CD players, And so when I try to play the MP3, the white noise on my when I try to play it on my phone, it'll only play for 10 seconds and then stop for some reason. And so that's the reason why me trying to use the MP3 player to try to reduce the noise harassment and the noise campaigns, but it doesn't always work, because even on me and my twin sister's birthday Friday, they try to make it sound more powerful than a thunderstorm with the loud passing by blasting loud music with the loud bass harassment and everything like that, So I'm just living day to day, like day to day, and I'm living day to day, and by September, nothing is, like the lady says, set in stone, or it's no definite guarantee. It's not a guarantee, but she encouraged me to continue, try to get as much help as I could get, and to try to be ready whenever a place would come up. So, and the online gang stalkers always make it like as if my stuff, like people with narcissistic personalities, it's like all of my belongings, they consider it to be bullshit and of no value. I have a right to take my property. If you feel like my property is a waste of money or no value, but it's not your business anyway. Excuse me. It's not your business anyway. So they lie and say, well, Candy is hiding this under her bed. Well, how could that be possible when there is no under my bed? Because, whoa, hold up. You see that? And it's like that with both beds. And look what's under the mattress. Absolutely nothing under the mattress. So on both beds. And so the online gang stalkers, they lie and say that I hoard a lot of money. I don't have much of anything. And they think that it's not important for me, to get my belongings. They think that I'm just wasting my money, but they're very narcissistic psychopaths and very controlling. They're the crazy ones, not me. So my rice, I think my rice has definitely got to be done by now, because I've been cooking the rice for like an hour and 45 minutes rather than an hour and 30 minutes. And I was trying to not let the rice to be dry. So now I think the meat is should be thawed out. So I had to cook the rice and the meat and the beans each separately in the crock pot, But I mean, today I didn't feel that sleep deprived. And if I would have known that, I probably would have cooked, the rice or cooked certain stuff on the stove rather than on a crock pot, But now at least I can have hands-free cooking, So, but I don't know. It's 4:35 p.m. Yeah, I'm low on toilet paper. And so I'm definitely going to have to get some more soon. And, as I said, I'm just be documenting how I'm surviving, being targeted. But the online gang stalkers, they just want to smear campaign and make it like as if all I do is talk bad about people, complain, and brag about food and beg for money. And that's not what I do in my videos, but they want to make things to look that way. And the fake TI perps do the same thing. And they be like, you are greedy, And if I am greedy, it ain't your business. You forfeited that being your business when you decided that you didn't want to be friends with me no more. When you decided that you wanted to start to narcissistically abuse and perp me. How about that? So, but yeah, I mean, after the $540 alone, that plus the phone bill and the storage bill, I'm left with a little bit over $200 left. And the gang stalking network, they act like they think they got the authority to dictate what my needs are or what my needs should be. When I'm 40 years old, I know what my needs are. I dictate what my needs and wants are. You don't get to choose that for me, and you're hiding it behind a computer screen. I don't know your name. I don't know your face, you sick, weird creepo. And so, even the women are part of the trafficking and stalking and, sexually perverse. And, yeah, I can't believe this is going on. So thanks for listening to me. But now I'm going to go on and talk for a little longer because, yes, an hour and, yeah. So I'm going to continue to talk for a little bit longer, Maybe a couple of more minutes. So, but because of what happened, me trying to take a shower 2 days in a row, Wednesday and Thursday. And so I have been traumatized, and the last time I had a shower was Thursday, and today is now Monday. But I need to get a way to get clean. Get my laundry done and get clean clothes and everything, So, but I want to try to, I have the desire, but I don't know if I have the full ability to try to improve my health and well-being, and not the new age way. I'm talking about just natural, but without the new age, So, as I say, I don't know if I'll work on any writing today. Like, I have a couple of short stories in mind. But, in the gang stalkers, they would get mad if I write a short story that talks about food or mentions food. They will attack me for that too. But, I try to incorporate the cooking and all that, or try to integrate the cooking, or, you know, and some of my, not every short story talks about food, but I mean, I said I wanted to try to improve my cooking skills, you know, because my food used to taste good for me, but I don't know. It's like I'm trying to regain my cooking skills that I lost. I think I lost my cooking skills while I was homeless for so many years, and trying to improve and try to not only regain, but try to make it better than what my cooking used to be. But I'm the only one who got to eat it anyway. I don't know anybody here. I'm not close with anybody. I don't have anybody to share food with. Oh, wow. So it looks like as if the other day I got the confidence. I got the confidence the other day. It was actually sometime between the 14th and the 17th of August that the air conditioner stopped leaking. And about 2 or 3 days ago, it was probably Thursday or Saturday, I got the confidence to remove the garbage, the little trash can, and remove the extra paper towels, and everything seemed fine. And so now the air conditioner is trying to leak again. I think the gang stalkers is tampering with or messing with the air conditioner. I really do. I think it's them messing with the air conditioner. They might be manipulating the door too, to keep the target to keep complaining, so that the front office will think that I'm annoying or a pest or something like that, or she always got some issue, or she always got some problem. But then the gang stalkers most likely, doing this. So yeah, so now, I had to spend I had to make more laundry trips, and then also buy more paper towels because of the leak. But I would be considered like an annoying pest who complains so much if I report about the leak again. I just noticed, because I thought I saw something yesterday a little bit, but then now it's fine and back to normal. But I had just noticed just now the air conditioner is trying to leak again. But because they came whenever they wanted to, and eventually just they came when they wanted to, and nobody notified me. But then after a while, I noticed that the leaking has stopped, and so soon as a couple of days ago, I got the confidence that that the leaks has stopped. And so now, it wasn't Friday, but it was probably Thursday or Saturday that I took the trash can and everything from underneath the air conditioner, and the excessive paper towels. So now I have to it's trying to leak again. And so now I have to put paper towels back there. Again, So I got to go, because now it has been 2 hours since the rice had been cooking in the crock pot. And so I got to put the pork carnita meat on. So thanks for listening to me. I'll see y'all.